Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, he was standing here. I'm gonna get.
Ian Murphy with Know Your Vote.
Okay.
Were you disappointed and frustrated that Pete Buttigieg's criticism was about the behaviour of some supporters versus discussing substantive issues like policy?
I was very disappointed, but that's what he does. He talks, he filibusters the whole time. His record is not good. When he was mayor of South Bend, for example, a unarmed black man got shot. You can go back and roll the tape. When a black woman in the black community was up in arms, and she said, I'm not voting for you. I'm paraphrasing. And he said, I ain't asking for your vote. This is what he says to a black woman who's sharing her pain about an unarmed black man being shot in the city. Furthermore, he fired the first African-American police chief in his city. So he can't talk about those issues. So instead he deflects on the senator. But none of that stuff stuck. The senator stayed strong on his principles and his values because he is consistent and he is courageous.
And in talking about socialism for the rich,
you better talk about it. Socialism for the rich. He took a page out of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s book when Dr. King said we got socialism for the rich and rugged individualism for the poor. That was one of the proudest moments for me of the debate because the senator's laying it out. People always want to question when we want to put a down payment on Main Street. But they don't question when we bail out Wall Street. And all Senator Sanders is saying that we want that to change in the same way that President FDR in 1944 unveiled the Economic Bill of Rights, what people in this country are entitled to, education, a good job, that we should take care of our retirees, that we should have health care in this nation. That is the same thing. Senator just has a 21st century version that adds climate change to it, that adds change in a legal system that is racist and immoral in every stretch of the imagination. Legalizing marijuana, making sure that people get a $15 an hour minimum wage. He just enhanced what President FDR started, and furthermore, walking in the legacy of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Dr. King indicted this nation before he was assassinated. He talked about militarism, materialism, poverty, and racism. And he was bringing together a poor people's movement of people from all walks of life to go up against a system that was cruel. He called the system cruel, and he also questioned capitalism as it exists. So for all the people on that stage bragging about how they're capitalists, meanwhile back at the ranch, you got millions of people who are poor in this country. And the 500,000 people that the senator talks about that sleep on the streets every single night, that the material conditions of the everyday person in this nation has not changed one iota, that the greater likelihood that if you are born poor, you are going to die poor. That is an indictment on the system, and the system needs to be checked. That's all Senator Bernie Sanders is saying. That's all the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was saying. And some of these same people on MLK Day who will quote the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., but they're not willing to walk in his footsteps, baby. But we got Senator Bernie Sanders, hello somebody, who's willing to walk in his footsteps.
Was it arrogant of Mayor Bloomberg to be on the debate stage tonight in a state where he hasn't even bothered to be on the ballot?
Oh yeah, but he's trying to buy the election, so I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all.